Hi and a warm welcome to today's presentation about the supply chain management case Cresta, a brand from Commenda Corporation. Here's a glimpse of today's agenda. So as already mentioned, I intend to choose the company for this homework, which is called Commenda Corporation. It is a Swiss company who produces bicycles and then provides them to resellers under the brand name Cresta. This means they are B2B sellers. The brand stands for quality and Swissness and therefore is located in the upper price segment. To address the audience, here you can see the organization's charts of the small company. The different analyses done as a part of this case during the last weeks try to optimize the company and desired change. Due to the fact, I've decided to deliver these informations to the extended board. This means simple terms, the management board itself, finance and human resource are incorporated. I myself work as a consultant who was hired by the management board of Commenda, and I should try to help them in the digital transformations. Alright. First topic to be addressed will be the operational backbone, which targets the ongoing business processes. As I do not exactly know how the processes for the bicycles are, some assumptions are made in this work. To build the operational backbone, I personally would first suggest looking at the current business processes which are implemented in the production line and then figure out which of the steps can be standardized. Besides that, the constellation of the product mix should be looked at more closely. If one costs a lot of money without generating much revenue, this should maybe be considered to be thrown out. In a wider time horizon, I would suggest the following. Okay, after the processes are now standardized and we're giving stability to the firm, I would say they should think about their master data. With that finding, I assume the decision will make it focusing on customers and not on costs, as they are in the higher price segment. Further, more small adjustments in the very core process, which is here the assembly, can be made. So, to address the presented points in more detail, this slide will do this. Things should get simpler, and this can be achieved by identifying and reducing the non-value adding business complexity. With that in mind, I would say that there are three main activities which can be optimized. First, the waiting time should be organized to be as short as simple. Secondly, the firm should ship the products directly to the end customer instead of to the reseller. And lastly, a mixture of motion and extra processes is in mind. I am pretty sure that in the arrangement of how the product is built in each step should be possible to slightly rearrange and gain a little extra time. Then the next obstacle is to narrow and the focus of digitization by identifying the one type of data that will be most impactful. If I think of what kind of information the company should then collect and evaluate, the first thing that comes to my mind is the direct feedback from buyers. So lastly, one must lower the standards by discouraging the pursuit of a perfect solution in favor of a serviceable third-party solution. What could be outsourced to a third party is preliminary steps in raw material complications such as threading brake lines into the bike frame. So with the previous things said, it is now time to address the shared customer insights. To be able to implement a shared customer insight base, it is crucial to have top management in the boat. It is therefore important to present the idea clearly and easy so that they can create a vision and a strategy that can be formulated and the firm can work towards that. Moreover, the implementation of a cross-functional team is in this case not the most important task, as it is a middle-sized company which only produces different bikes. The long-term view, at the other hand, will address the customer. The more complex part is when it gets to really identify what is the true need of the customer. So this company needs to find a way to efficient and fast compose the feedback from the resellers and prep it for further processing. In the end, this evolution will hopefully lead to a sales increase as the customer wishes are now implemented and therefore tightened to this company. These new products should be published on a digital and internal platform so that isolated innovation is minimized. As already formulated in the previous problem, a digital platform should be built where the customer feedback and desires are made available. What comes to my mind is the following digital offering. Cresta could on the one hand build a chip into the bicycle which has internet connection and can track the driving statistics. And on the other hand, a corresponding app can be offered and programmed. So this whole product extension can be developed with the use of the test and learn cycle. And after 5 years, the long-term view, I personally think the company should be in the following situation. Okay, so many well-designed experiments should be tested, analyzed and implemented. This means at the same time the concrete operation and revenue objectives, they have to be defined, and this is because the impact is now way higher for the company as a whole. And to promote this way of working, this new way of working, the team should be really empowered that defining and following the objectives can lead to an overall innovation which is positive for the whole company as long as it's linked to the vision. Last but not least, 3 other aspects should be addressed. First is the digital platform. As already introduced in the shared customer insights, the main idea is to build in a chip with internet connection to the bicycle, and this chip tracks all the driving statistics for the user. And the application which is programmed for smartphones should be easy to use, and there they can synchronize the data with the bicycle, and then the customer can have insights about his driving behavior. This service can then be charged as pay-per-use or on a monthly fee, and therefore it will generate an own income stream. And next is the accountability framework. Here I would suggest to orchestrate like this, and first a clear mission needs to be described. This is already done in the shared customer insight, and there it was in more detail. And some aligned goals between the teams, they should also be set up. It's like ground rules, if you want to say so. And further, some autonomy should still be kept, as it gives you more speed. Moreover, certain roles need to be given, and I think that the project manager should be one person from the finance department, as they have good overview over all other departments. And the lead developer should be a technical person, and so it could be someone from research and development. They have practical experience and can handle that. The last person, user experience, they should write the report, and I suggest that this person comes from the marketing, as they can work well with a lot of data. So far so good. Last point to mention is the external developer platform, which is in this case B2B. The newly programmed app can now be looked at from suppliers to see information such when to deliver spare parts, or if they want to offer their own services on it. This is it